On a fantastic Tuesday afternoon. How's everyone doing? It's the Teddy Bear. Welcome to Night Traxx Radio. On today's Artist Spotlight, recording artist, actress, and songwriter. It's simply captivating. The super talented Maya J is joining us today with not one, but two new hit singles, Chills and Princess. Welcome to the show, my love. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. You've been such a very busy young lady. I'm surprised that you actually found some time to get in the studio and do some recording.
Of course. And I'm always looking for time, but time is the most valuable thing we have, so you got to make more of it.
Without question. One of the things I wanted to ask you is that you have such, I don't like to use the term fans because it comes across as being very generic. But what I would
Hmm.
like to ask you is, what is it like to you that you have so many young ladies who really have so much respect for you, the way that you carry yourself, the professionalism in the way that you carry yourself, and knowing that they have that level of expectation put upon you to continue on this journey as far as representing women in such a positive manner.
You know what? I take that is something so beautiful, and it's not something that I take lightly. I find that my grandmother would be very, very proud of me and my upright manner of professionalism and ladylikeness. But and I kind of understand what mega celebrities like back in the day used to say about, oh my goodness, role model, that's so hard because the expectation of people that people have of you can sometimes be hard when you want to just go out on the street saying, now listen, stop doing blah 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 blah, stop hurting me, stop trademark infringing, I'm done with this. But you know what, people's expectation of you is to stay, keep it classy, and to stay as professional as possible. So what I try to do is uphold, even as I say in Princess, uphold that strength, that being ladylike, and speaking the English language with as much excellence as I would if I spoke Swahili or Farsi, any other language. That's what I view as a princess, and I think that expectation is something beautiful because it means that you're showing something right and you are portraying an attitude and a carriage that is just kind of in short supply in the world. Sorry, but we need to all just try to carry ourselves and be happy and be kind no matter what, even when you are handling something that can be tough.
Without question, one of the things that I greatly admire about you, you're strong, also feminine, beautiful, and inspirational at the same time. And I wanted to ask you, being involved and having wearing so many different hats as far as not just being a recording artist, but also being an actress, is there one that takes more, I would guess, more focus than the other? Because I know when you're acting, it takes a lot of focus as far as rehearsing lines. But do you think they kind of balance each other out as far as from the theatrical standpoint?
From the theatrical set, I think that honestly, they both require a lot of focus. I do see that the musician world is a little bit less laser focused as far as the professionalism goes, because you can kind of do it anytime. It happens overnight. It's like no one's overseeing it, these things, which is why working with producers and other musicians can sometimes be hard because everyone's in charge of themselves. Um, there's no boss really when it comes to people, which can be a good but horrible thing. And I really do think that with acting, you're definitely under the, don't want to use the word control because that has a negative connotation, but where you're definitely under the watchful eye of, executives and other people that are seeing the project through.
Without question. I've had an opportunity to kind of step back, going Doctor Who's time machine, so to speak, and look at a couple of your movies. You're very photogenic, and what I like and what I also respect about you, that you are a very serious actress, and you take that part of your life very seriously. And I wanted to ask, is there some time that you have more aspirations than being more of an actress than a recording artist?
I find that when I used to dream about this whole career, I think that both of them were very much at the forefront of what I wanted to do. There was never one without the other as far as what I thought I was going to do. Now, as an adult, I know there are days when I say, "Oh gosh, I feel better on set," or there's days when I say, "Gosh, I just want to make music because that's what I'm naturally good at doing." But I think that both are very much at the forefront, and I don't. That's kind of like choosing one of your children. You don't choose one of your kids,
Right.
right? And or at least you don't tell anyone you're choosing one of your
Right.
kids. Gosh,
That there's a favorite, that there's one particular that you favor more than
right.
others. What are some of the things that you have learned being involved on both sides of this industry as far as having the level of control over your destiny and being able to pick and choose what you want to do and not being put in a box?
Well, I think that I'm able to control this somewhat a lot with my music side because I run an indie label and I'm an independent artist, and there's no label on top. And some days I say, gosh, maybe I couldn't do that and relinquish that because, oh no, this picture has to be perfect. I'm used to this music has to be this way, and I have to see if these chords match, and I have to see if the lyrics are right on time with the syncing, and I want to make sure all of these bits and pieces go together. And I'm very much micromanaging what I'm doing within myself. And I have grown to, on one side, appreciate deeply, more so than I used to, what a label does for an artist, um, based on me having one. But I also feel like, wow, well, I'm doing it too. When I started it to somewhat get out there and create other opportunities for myself in all arenas, I feel like now I'm comfortable. I'm very happy with the ability that I've shown myself that I can even do, let alone the world. I've been able to really take that good control and figure out what I need to do to make the music come out, what I need to do to distribute, what I need to do to keep that RIAA membership going. Like, it's every little thing, and I'm proud, and I think I could continue.
I love that you speak upon the level of control and controlling your own destiny and being in charge. As far as you say, micromanaging, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to be an independent artist because you are taking creative control over your
Right.
being, as far as taking creative control over your career. One of the things that I love about the latest single, Chills, your
Mhm.
vocals are exceptional. You did a wonderful job. And I wanted to ask you, how have you
Yeah.
seen the growth of, as far as your vocal range change and escalate over the last 6 years?
Well, that's a really good one because the first thing that I know my sister said when we played Chills for her, because I played Chills for my mom at first, and my mom, she'll kick your butt with her critiques, and I love that because that, I think, has made me come to this place, and I never know. My sister said, "Wow, I feel like I'm witnessing the actual evolution with my own eyes of someone great." Because even though, I got support from my very first single, my debut, which was years ago, in 2016. And I had my little wide eyes, my teen wide eyes, and I was so excited and proud of that. But now, when you come to this, as I've grown a little bit older and I've been able to develop my voice and just what I want my sound to be more specifically, and I've seen, me just go crazy in the studio and whatever I want to do and not hold back my voice either. Holding back is a big part of that because I feel like it was always in there, but sometimes you don't know because you are not comfortable where you are. So now that I'm super comfortable in the studio, super comfortable recording, I did that. Or maybe it wasn't in there. Maybe it came out from the growth. I mean, I, God only knows, but I'm either way, whatever happens, I'm very happy that my vocals did come out the way that they did on Chills.
Without question. And I mean, I've seen your growth going all the way back to where you did an interview on Radio Disney and listening to you then
Yeah.
and where you are now, you can see the growth the growth, the level of maturity, the level of direction, where you want to take your career to. It's been a fantastic journey, but I must ask you that I know a lot of people on the outside looking in get caught up on the limelight and the quote unquote stardom. And I wanted you to give the listeners and the people that are watching live, give them a little bit more insight on how important it is to have a strong team around you, people that truly care about you as a person and not just people there that are trying to get something from you.
Well, and that's definitely an interesting, and it's loaded because I often say, I'm like, gosh, am I alone in this? And then I remember that I have my mom is a huge part, and people go, oh my God, your mom, or whatever. People make all the jokes that they want to make. People say all that craziness, but truthfully, your mom being there is what keeps a lot of bad hands off of you. And you
Yes.
know what? When I text a producer that, hey, by the way, my mom knows exactly where I am and she's out there, and then they go, really? Suddenly, the BS stops. It's magical. But yeah, no, for lack of a better word, it just all comes crashing down. And then you realize, okay, wow, that's keeping me safe. When I think about an actual team, my agent, I've been with her since my debut single almost. Actually, yeah, 2017, year after. I've been with her, and there are lulls in this business. There are times when there's an actor strike, which last year was horrible. There are times
Yes.
when there is a music down. You can't sing, you can't act because your voice is out. Which I just got my voice back like yesterday, so I'm super glad that I'm even able to do this. Um, but I mean, she's stuck with me since for a long time, and that kind of thing is not common because there are agents that say in 3 months, oh, if you don't book anything or you miss an audition or things like that, things are going on. Bye. And then there are some, music producers that don't want to work with you unless the numbers are a certain thing. But if you have a PR person and an and an agent and a manager and a mom for the most part that really understands that those things happen. We're not working on the time limit that Sharpay's dad gave her to make it in New York. That's
Right.
not not happening over here. So this whole thing takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy, mental, blood, sweat, and tears, physical. It takes movement. Constant training on your own craft, worrying about your instrument, your voice, your acting, your memory, just keeping those things sharp, your violin skill and your musical talent, all of that has to be worked on, plus the business side that you have to figure out, which it comes with the label and down to things like crafty on a music video shoot is what I'm handling. So, and I know that I wouldn't be able to do it without, family help and but over the overall, yes, that support is important because over this last 10 years I've seen people leave, and say, you know what, I'm going home or I'm going to live with my parents, I'm going somewhere else, just because they couldn't do it alone. So that is
Right.
important to have support.
Without question. The last 4.5 years have been quite interesting. We went through this whole pandemic situation. Then you
Yeah.
just recently had the writers and actors strike, and it has taken a toll emotionally and mentally on a lot of people. And I wanted to ask you during that period of time, what were some of the things that was going through your mind as far as to say, you know what, this is what I need to do to elevate and take my career to a completely different level?
Mm. Yeah, of course. As a matter of fact, during the first year of the pandemic, and I say year because I it was longer than the 4 months that people talk about. Just because there was no lockdown doesn't mean there was no pandemic. And
Right.
we're still today trying to keep clean and do different things that keep COVID away because it's very bad. My aunt died of COVID, so I don't take that lightly. Um, some of the in the pandemic, some of the best, I think, artwork songs that I started were in the pandemic because there was so much thought going on, so little going on outside that I was able to really sit down for lots of days at a time and curate lyrics and figure out where my sound was going. I even shot a music video in the bathroom of my sister's house. So there were things going on. And even though there wasn't enough going on, I made it work. So
Well, you've done a fantastic job. And for those who are tuning in late, shame on you. But the teddy bear does forgive you. We're being joined by super talented, of course, Maya J. Two new hit singles, Chill and Princess. I want to give us a little bit more insight to the listeners out there on Chills, because me, the only thing that I was disappointed in is that you did not make a video for Chills.
okay.
And I wanted to ask, and I know, and a lot of the people that love you want to know, is there a possible inkling of a chance that you might make a video for Chills?
There definitely is a chance. However, and I say there's a chance because you know how Chris Brown made Under the Influence, and that video took nearly 2 years to come out because they weren't even
Right,
thinking about it at first. It depended on, the success of the song and how things were going with label wise. But being that me, I'm the label that's in charge of Chills. Yeah, I've got to make sure that, because I don't do anything unless I know that it can be done at the
right,
highest possible level that I feel standard wise. So I would definitely not just, slap something together on my iPhone or whatever, but I definitely would like to make a video. However, those finances have to be in line as far as when you create the song, create the video, um, create everything that goes with distributing the video,
right,
marketing, all of those things. So if I take a look at things um, and realize that the finance wise it's possible to do the video, then I will. But for now, there is a lyric video on the way that shows, and it's going to show the whole spread of the shoot that I did for Chills. So even never before seen pictures that are from the photo shoot, from the cover art shoot, are going to be in the lyric video, which is exciting because I think I rarely get to show the whole spread. So I'm
right.
going to use the lyric video as that opportunity.
All right. And to all the many listeners and supporters out there, the new hit single or singles, Chills and Princess, are available at this particular moment in time. So make sure you stop by iTunes/Apple, Spotify. If you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can always head over to Amazon.com and always get the latest updates by stopping by Maya J's official website. That is, this is MayaJenkins.com. And far be it for the teddy bear to deprive the many listeners and supporters of some music. So let's get into it.
Yes.
Chills by Maya J here on Night
Yay.
Traxx Radio.
All down my spine, waiting patiently for you to come back and fight for me. The uncertainty of us is killing me inside. You give me the chills of a lifetime. You give me the chills of a lifetime. You're supposed to lie about why you're gonna be late for me tonight. You just can't hide. Said my name out loud with her last night. Still waiting patiently for you to come back and fight for me. The uncertainty of us is killing me inside. You give me chills of a lifetime. You give baby, chills of a lifetime. Your hand in mine gives me the chills of a lifetime. Your lips on mine gives me the feels all down my spine.
Lord have mercy. Maya J, you give me chills.
Watching you enjoy that, honestly, just as Sade says, gave me the kiss of life. Like I love that.
My queen listeners can't wait to feast on this original piece. Lord have mercy, Jesus. This the new hit singles are available as we speak, and make sure that you support and follow Maya J on Instagram. That's at Instagram.com/Maya Jenkins forever. Say it with me in unity. Maya J. Maya Jenkins forever on Instagram. Also on TikTok, but again, to connect with her on all her social media platforms, her official website, mayajenkins.com. My queen, one last question before we let you vacate the premises and leave us here alone. Gotta
Okay.
ask, if you could get in Doctor Who's time machine and go back 10 years and you had an opportunity to have a conversation with yourself, what would be some of the things that you would implement to help you get ready and prepared for this journey?
Um, I, 10 years ago. Honestly, I would just buckle up. Buckle up would be the statement that I would use. Nothing can prepare you for this. Just it's going from 0 to 60 in .5 seconds. So just hold on because it's gonna get bumpy. But you know what? That's okay because bumpiness is how we have adventure. Otherwise, I mean,
I get it. And I definitely concur with you. Well, this is your home away from home. Whatever you need, please do not hesitate to let the teddy bear know we love you. And more importantly, we respect you and we respect the fact that you respect this craft called music and also being an exceptional artist. Oh, and one more. Do we have any upcoming movies on the docket for you so we can make the listeners aware of?
I did film a pilot recently, but no movies right now. Hey, but I
Okay.
am definitely pitching myself for Barbie 2. So Greta, if you
Okay.
are listening, yeah, like we got to work together. And yeah, there are so many things that I want to do that I know that there is an opportunity to do, and I will do everything in my power to make those things happen. It's just it's crazy. No matter how much you laugh, no matter how much you cry, there's always something to pick you up. You can always go to Disneyland, refresh, and then come back with a new song and a new mission, and more fight in you. And that's what Princess is about, making sure that you fight for what you need and do it with grace, as you said. And I am very proud that you're seeing that because now.
Absolutely. Well, it was definitely my pleasure. And please let us know whatever you need. We got you. Much continued success. Remain safe,
Yeah.
remain strong, and remain positive, my queen. Okay.
Thank you so much, so much. And I really appreciate it. I love how you love music and appreciate everything and the oldies and the newbies. And I love it. You're
Oh,
awesome.
it's a beautiful. Thank you, my love. The super talented Maya J here on Night Traxx Radio. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and allowing the teddy bear to help you tune out all the negativity. Lord have mercy, we can't have that. Now I'm here on a very smooth but somewhat overcast Tuesday afternoon, but no need to fear. Mr. Rated Extraordinaire is here. And remember to get all the latest updates. Be sure to stop by Maya J's official website. This is mayajackson.com. Also, be sure to follow her and support her on our Instagram page. That's at Maya Jenkins Forever. And also on TikTok, the same handle. But more importantly, make sure you get the two new hit singles, Chills and Princess, available as we speak on iTunes, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. And again, if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can always head over to Amazon.com. And for those who missed the interview, no need to fear. The teddy bear has you covered. You can listen to the audio version of this interview on our iHeart radio station, also as well as Spotify, Pandora, and other streaming platforms. And also be sure to stop by and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see the full taste, the full entity of the full interview with, of course, with Maya J. That's at Night Traxx with 2 X's. That's at Night Traxx Radio Podcast. That's on YouTube. That's our YouTube channel. And on TikTok, it's Night Traxx, same double X, Night Traxx Radio, as well as Instagram and also on Facebook. I just wanted to give you the 411, as Mary J. Blige has said numerous times. We'll be back on there live this coming Friday. That's at 12:30 Pacific, 2:30 Central, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, as we welcome 2-time Grammy nominee, jazz artist, Mr. Greg Manning, with his new hit single, Brother to Brother, right now at 29 on the Billboard chart. So I'm looking forward to having a very talented brother on. I want everyone to have a fantastic day. Stay positive, love one another, and as in always, keep it soulful here on Night Traxx Radio. God bless.